5 best places to travel on a budget. The world is full of cheap vacation spots, and these days it doesn't require much effort to find them, no matter what continent and no matter what interests you have. There are countless places you can visit on a budget. No destination is really ever too expensive as long as you do some research, get creative, and have some flexibility. You just might not be living large when you visit them. Fortunately, there are a handful of destinations out there that make budget travel easy, fun, and safe. After over a decade as a frugal nomad, I've had the privilege of visiting dozens of budget-friendly countries that make traveling cheap as easy as it can be. These destinations offer affordable accommodation, cheap food, and plenty of activities and excursions that can be enjoyed without breaking the bank. Whether you're a history buff, foodie, beach bum, or party animal, this list has something for you. Here's a list of my favorite cheap places to travel right now, to help you plan your next affordable adventure. Number 1. Thailand. Thailand is where it all began for me, so it holds a special place in my heart. It is where I decided to quit my job and travel the world. I lived there. I loved there. Thailand is incredible. But it's also super affordable. With a tourist trail going back decades, Thailand is the heart of backpacking in Southeast Asia, and you can get by on between $25–$35 USD per day thanks to cheap guesthouses, budget street food which can be found for as little as $1 USD, local buses, and the many cheap and free attractions. If you spend all your time on the islands and inexpensive accommodation, expect to pay closer to $60 USD per day. However, even at the price, Thailand is still one of the most bargain-friendly destinations in the world and should not be skipped. Number 2. Central America. Want to roam ancient ruins, trek through the jungle, surf, and eat delicious food with few tourists around. Visit the smaller countries in Central America. Think El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Guatemala. Here you will find most budget hotels for around $15–30 USD per night. Meals for under $5 USD, most bus journeys for the same price, and beer for as little as $1. Belize, Panama, Costa Rica, these are expensive destinations by regional standards, yet they are still quite affordable. If you visit these Central American countries, you can get by on $40 ESP US per day as a backpacker, or splash out $100 a day and live large. Your money goes really far in this part of the world, and with no many countries to choose from, it's easy to bounce around and see a lot without going broke. Number 3. Cambodia. While you could put all of Southeast Asia on this list, Cambodia is one of my favorite countries in the region. It's affordable and beautiful, and the locals are incredibly hospitable. You can get a private, air-conditioned room for $25 USD, street food for $2 ELSD, and transportation across the entire country for $20–25 USD. If you are spending close to $50 USD per day, you are living large. Cambodia is cheaper than popular Thailand, but just as beautiful and filled with some of the nicest people in the world. Plus, it's home to the incredible Angkor Wat, which, while expensive to visit, is worth the expense. Number 4. The Balkans. Located in southeastern Europe, the Balkans is the cheapest region in Europe. Composed of a handful of countries, most of which see very few tourists, it's an off-the-radar region that's super affordable while also offering incredible value. While places like Dubrovnik have seen an influx of tourists, thanks to the cruise ships that dock there, the majority of the region is ripe for adventurous travel. There's cheap wine, incredible hiking and nature, stunning coasts, hearty food, and wild nightlife. It's Europe's best-kept secret. You can get by for as little as $30 USD per day, a fraction of what you'd pay in Western Europe. A week's worth of groceries cost as little as $25 USD, while beer costs around $2 USD. And while the region was once known for being unsafe, things have greatly improved over the past decade. There's a growing backpacking trail here, and tourism is on the rise. It's Europe's least explored region, but not for long, so visit before crowds arrive and the price skyrocket. Number 5. China has fascinated travelers ever since Marco Polo traversed the Silk Road in 1275. While the days of China being a dirt-cheap destination are gone, the country remains a budget destination, and one of the cheapest in Asia, but with a caveat. You need to get out of the big cities. Sure, the cities are still a bargain. Hostels cost less than $20 US. Food is 2 to 5 ISDN dollars, Tiro mail, and local transportation in cities runs less than $1. But the country becomes even cheaper when you get off the beaten path in the interior. This is where you'll find the best travel deals and bargains. China still remains one of the best value places in the world. And with its massive size, it's the third largest country by landmass. There is a ton to see and do here.
Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, there's plenty more to explore. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to me.